Alright guys, welcome back to a new video on Supercar Sunday, my first ever video on this channel. Today we're going to be doing a 1-year review of my Nissan GTR, basically going through the pros and cons and just experience I've had with my car. So there's going to be a lot of similarities in this video to one I've already made, which was the running costs video, but I'm going to try and make it as different as possible. I've got someone else helping today so that we can get different angles, going over bumps and just showing you like the day-to-day living of it, because we've done the running costs, that's literally just talking about costs of things. This video is going to be actually literally just driving it and seeing how practical it is on a day-to-day basis as well. Alright guys, so first things first, I've owned this car now for not well over a year, just over a year. I bought it in May last year. I think it was May the 26th, not that I remember or I'm counting, but it's about a year and about half a month. So I've got a lot of experience. I've done about 10,000 miles. I've been on a track. I've been to Nürburgring, and I drive this car daily. It's my only car that I drive pretty much. I do have other options in the household, but you know what? It's actually a lot better at practical day-to-day use than I expected. So the first thing we're going to cover is actually like the ride comfort. And when I talk about ride comfort, I mean the actual suspension itself and also the seats. So the suspension is very stiff. As far as I know, it's the stock suspension and I haven't changed it, I haven't upgraded it. So this is exactly how the car comes. When you've got the different settings for the suspension, it really doesn't make much difference at all. The only difference, well, you'll actually notice is if you go onto the track and then you change it. But for bumps, everyday use, it doesn't make much difference. So out of 10 in terms of stiffness, I'm probably going to give this ride about an 8. It's very stiff, but at the same time it does get over bumps pretty well. What did you say out of 10?
Yeah, about the same.
About the same, about an 8. Now when it comes to the actual seats itself, again, very surprised, because I thought they're going to be race style seats that are not going to be comfortable, but they are very, very comfortable. As I said, I've been to Nürburgring. I had to drive literally about 5 hours in a row, and it felt really good. It's the best seat that I've physically sat in. And what I mean by that is, obviously you've got seats outside of a car. I have to sit down at a computer to kind of edit videos, and this is actually more comfortable than that seat. But at the same time, what is the actual performance of it like? Because when I went to Nürburgring, I keep referencing that, I thought after going out in a BM, which was like a supercharged, stripped out roll cage, everything, like it was the full whack. It had everything about it. It had bucket seats as well, and I thought I'm just going to fall out of my seat when I'm driving my car, but I didn't. It actually grips you really well. So again, like I'm probably going to give it an 8 out of 10 for the seats in terms of comfort. At the same time, in the racing side of things and actually gripping you and holding you in your seat. The next part of ride comfort is a little bit different. It's going to be the gearbox. So at the moment, I've got it in fully automatic. I'm actually driving through bushy, I don't know, is this the town strip or something? But you know, we're going about 30 miles an hour. It's in automatic. It's flipping between 4th and 5th gear, and it's very comfortable. It does things exactly how it should be. And again, before I bought this car, I was reading reviews, and it was like it's a bit clunky at low speeds. It makes noises when it downshifts. You know, when it downshifts itself. So I wasn't really looking forward to what it's going to be like in town, but saying that, it's very, very easy to drive, very smooth, exactly what you need really. And for a supercar with 650 horsepower, it's pretty incredible how smooth it actually is. So even though I've mentioned the automatic mode, of course you can switch it to manual anytime by clicking one of these paddles, and you can change it yourself, as I'm doing now. So we're in 3rd. I'm going to slow down a bit, put it in 2nd, and it does rev on the upshift. It rev matches, which sounds really good, and it completely eliminates any kind of clunkiness when you're at low speeds anyway. That. Alright, so something that we haven't really touched in any previous videos is actually the practicality on the inside of the car. So things like cup holders, that's pretty simple for most cars, but for supercars, they're rarely a thing, to be honest. So the first thing is the cup holders. We've actually got 2 here, which I actually put my iPhone in, so do you want to bring it in? We've got 2 average space cup holders. I mean, I don't really know how to describe a cup holder itself really, but there's also one back here as well. If I ever get like a Mcdonald's and I've got a couple of drinks and my phone, obviously I need a bit of space. And then just general kind of space to put things. You've got under here, under your elbow, you've got your space where I put my wallet, keys, and you've also got your iPhone, USB option to play music, so it will stream into the actual computer, anything off Spotify, iTunes, and you've also got it charges your phone up as well, which is also a pro. We've also got another power socket here, so that'll be handy when we go to modball. I don't know, this is going to be very like cabley when we go to modball, when we've got to charge laptops up and stuff, but we've also got your glove compartment box, which again is just filled with what you typically see, gloves pretty much. So Yeah. All right guys, so the next test of practicality is actually the boot size. How big is it? What can you actually fit in it? And I think the going kind of comparison these days is to actually see if you can fit inside your own boot. So that's what I'm going to do. But first of all, let's take a look at what's inside it and just have a little look around it anyway. So take it in. So here we go. As you can see, quite a lot of space. I'm quite confident that I can fit in here. Something I'm not happy about though is it's a little bit wet and I don't want to get like the inside of here wet, but we're going to do it. There's a lot of people looking at us right now. Okay, see if you can close the boot, yeah? I'm in! I've got loads of space. Close it! Don't close it hard though. Sick! Open it! Yes! Oh, I'm so glad that went well. And I didn't get locked in it. All right, so now it's time to see if I can actually fit inside the passenger seat, or the rear seat actually, and actually have a passenger in the front of the car, which I've done many times. I always have like 3 people in my car, me in the driving seat and 2 people on this side of the car anyway. So let's move the seat forward first, so we can get some space, because you're never getting any, if you've got legs, you will not fit behind there when it's all the way back. Here we go. Loads of space. The only problem is the head height is a little bit low, and you've got glass, which obviously if you hit a bump, you're going to hit your head on the glass. But in terms of knee space, it's actually really good. This is very weird. I'm blocking myself in my own car, of the passenger side. All right, so it's actually really hot back here. Something I didn't think about, but I've moved it all the way back to the point where I'm still comfortable. And have a look at the space on the front. Like, tell me if that's enough space to fit in. I think it is, as long as you don't have very long legs, because if you're like 6 foot, then maybe it would be a problem, but I think that's all right. Time to get out. Time to get out this thing. I don't like the practicality tests. Beep, beep, beep. That'll do. Now moving on to an area about this car, but I think supercars in general, is the fuel. I always have to use the V-Power, and I'm always here filling up. It costs so much money, but I get about 16 miles per gallon. I'll get about 200 to 250 miles on one tank, which is about 70 to 75 pounds. If you're driving it really like slowly on a motorway, or just a general like slow speed, not in towns, you'll get about 300 miles to a tank, which is closer to about 20 miles per gallon. All right, so now for the most important question, can you go to the McDonald's drive-through in the Nissan GTR? Let's go. Here we go.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
Hi, can I have a big tasty with bacon meal, please, large?
Is that a large meal?
Yes, please.
With what drink?
Can I get a strawberry milkshake?
Sure, anything else?
Can I also get a McFlurry? Can I get a dairy milk one?
Is that your order complete?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Next window, please.
Thank you. Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, now I've finished recording. I've literally spent about 2 or 3 hours recording, doing the practicality tests, talking about the comfort of the car, doing certain things and getting all this footage basically together. I've kind of realized it's not so much a review that you'd see typically on YouTube, and the reason why is because I've done so many videos on my GTR already. I feel like I'll be repeating myself in some of the aspects, so I wanted to bring to you a more of a practicality test in this review, but also I'm just doing it as a verdict right now. I just want to get across that the GTR, whilst owning it, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's surpassed all of my expectations. When I bought the car, I knew it would be a supercar. I knew it would be, you know, fairly expensive to maintain, but it was slightly cheaper than I thought. Well, I say cheaper, slightly less than I thought it'd be once I've actually owned it. Once you know where to take it to, like a garage, they will always do a better price than going straight to Nissan, for example. The performance of this car is absolutely out of this world. I love the look of the car, especially now I've done all of my mods to it. I don't really plan to do much more to it because I think it's in a good position right now. Also, one thing I haven't put into this video is I really want to get a new car, not because I want to sell this car. I actually want to keep this car as a daily drive, but also get another car as well for more special occasions, but also to produce better YouTube content for you. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm also going to get a new motorbike soon, so lots of interesting stuff for the channel, so make sure you subscribe. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, and I do apologize if I've missed any basic things out for this review. Leave it in the comments and I'll try and answer if I've missed out anything really blatantly obvious, or even if it's something small, I will answer as many comments as I can. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.